Most welcome to the session number 2, and your questions are most welcome. I'm waiting. I'm looking at the chat box, and you are welcome to send in your questions um, as soon as you can. If you need to speak for sure, then please raise
Ma'am,
your hand.
you rightly pointed it out that it is not generalized. It depends on different specialities. But just correct me. There are two sort of fellowships in US. One is accredited fellowships and one is non-accredited fellowships. Accredited fellowships are only for the people who have already done the residency. And the non-accredited fellowships are the one which actually the foreign graduates are targeting. And according to the specialities, because for anesthesia, what's the issue? That a lot of people, after just by doing the residency, they are earning so much that they don't want to do any fellowships usually. This is one school of thought, unless they are going in some subspecialty which need specialized training like cardiac anesthesia or something. So for other specialties, it will be definitely like that. This is, but non-accredited fellowships will be the one which will be usually the target of the foreign graduates who have done USMLE, have not done residency, and they just want to peep into the system of US.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Hashmi. Yes, there is a, just like you have NRMP and ECFMG, there is something called RRC in United States, which is the Residency Review Committee. And it is like CPSP, like the inspection committee of the CPSP, which accredits programs, which recognizes programs for training. And all the RRC accredited programs are the ones where you do a fellowship and then you're eligible to work in United States on your license in those specialties. Now, there are some programs that are not RRC accredited, and most of those programs have very heavy emphasis either on research or on global health. So those programs can give you an exception. Okay, let me just quickly do that. Those programs can give you an exception and they can take you in fellowships if you have a lot of experience, if you have a very, if you're super specialized in something, they can take you as a scholar in those programs. Again, yes, US graduates are not very, very keen on fellowships, but there are competitive fellowships because they are also high earning fellowships where foreign graduates find it difficult to get in. Okay, so let me just go back. Thank you so much. Are there free electives? Yes, they're everywhere, like I told you. FCPS from Pakistan, easier to match for fellowship. Yes. Let me just go to the new message. Any scope after MCPS? The scope is after your experience. Of course, if you have an MCPS, you're better than a candidate who has no experience and no MCPS. So yes, you are a better candidate in your field. Yeah, like Dr. Hashmi just said, definitely. Okay, if there are any more questions, I'm right here. If there's anything else that needs to be shared, I'll be happy to share it with you. Dr. Hashmi, if you have other comments.
Ma'am, actually, I have just shared a link. If you can just open it, I think this is the one for the fellowships. IRAS, am I right?
Yes. Let me just go to the link. I will need to share my screen with you. This is Electronic Residency Application Program. Let me just share screen.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
shared actually. Shared this
Okay.
link, the chat box.
Yeah, the link is right here. I just clicked on it. Let me just see. I don't think I'm recording this session, or is it? Oh, yes, it is recorded.
Yes, it's recording.
Yeah. So I'm going to share screen. Just a minute. Yeah. So for all of you who are watching, this is the American Medical Committee or Council. And students, this is a page for students. This is C 2024 ERAS, Electronic Residency Application System. And then it gives you a complete detail. It also gives you the programs that are recognized. See, it gives you the fees, gives you the matching services, gives you the list of recognized programs that ERAS recognizes. Like Dr. Hashmi said, that there are programs, there are other fellowships which may not be recognized by this system, but they do exist in United States. And I don't have any resources to share, but going to individual websites of the hospitals is helpful, is always helpful. Okay.
As you mentioned, ma'am, that the context can help you, because actually nobody can help you out if you are not able to help
Mm.
yourself by your personality, your approach, your, like, they will judge you in 1 week. They will judge you that how good are you,
Yeah.
because the person who just went from King Faisal Specialist Hospital, he's so good that just after 6 months he's offered a faculty position, and he will be joining the faculty, and later on it's up to him that he wants to do the residency or he will do some more fellowships,
Yeah.
like it's like that. So actually because there are so many people who are asking that we want this specialty, so maybe we will not be getting the match. Or I know one of my class fellow, he did internal medicine and he really wanted to enter in radiology. So after internal medicine he worked some year and earned some money as internist, and then because his passion was to go to radiology, then he joined radiology residency. So it's never too late. It all depends on how good are you. Yes, your luck, your chances, your references, but at the end of the day, if you are good and Allah wants, inshallah you will get it. This is what
Yeah.
I believe.
I agree. That's very good advice, that you have to be good at what you do. You have to be competitive, and you have to have the wisdom of functioning in this system. The system is very open. The system is bent towards making good people successful. That is true. That is absolutely true of this country, unlike many other countries, unfortunately. How long is J1 visa valid? But J1 visa is for 7 years. So you can do a residency and a fellowship in your J1, and then the condition is to go back to your home country. Are there any other visas? Yes, of course, there is H1 visa, which is given by institutions to candidates who have cleared their step 3 and who have a permanent license to work in United States. H1 visa is converts directly to a green card, while J1 has to go back to the country of origin and come back and apply again, in order to, if they want to live in states or they want to work in states long term. Then I told you about the O visa, which is the outstanding visa, which is on base of research scholarships and academic achievement. Mostly that I have seen, O visas have been offered to such people. What are the benefits of internship? Like I mentioned, there are pathways that require medical licensure from your home country. So if they ask for a PMDC registration, you do not have a PMDC registration without a house job. You need a house job to get to become an RMP, which is the registered medical practitioner. So you don't want to do that. Come here and realize that you haven't done your internship, and then not have a PMDC. Similarly, if you do your residency here and you want to go and work in Middle East, they're going to ask for your PMDC licensure. They're going to ask for an RMP certificate from Pakistan. Also, the clinical experience that you get in a house job is unlike anything else. I cannot explain it to you how important it is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was about to say there is a career counseling playlist that Dr. Hashmi has shared here, and you can all see it in the chat box. It is very important, and also the hard drive sessions that he shares in the Blooming Flowers groups are very important. Madam, you
Ma'am,
said.
one more, sorry, one
Mhm.
more comment I just recalled. Actually, the people who are not aware of the like US system, and they compare it with the system in UK or Ireland. The problem is that our Pakistani system is exit. All our qualifications are exit qualifications. Actually, unfortunately, they don't understand this thing, and they think that if they have done MRCPCH or MRCP or MRCOG, they have done something out of the world. Unfortunately, the problem is that in UK, Ireland, degrees are separate and training is separate.
Yeah.
Okay, their system is totally different for what is the system is in US or
Yes.
what system is in Pakistan. It's totally different, and unfortunately it confuses a lot of people because they say we are doing FRCA and then we will become a big gun. No, it's not like that. Even MRCPCH, it's a waste of time unless you get a training. MRCP is a waste of time if you are not able to get the training, and training is really difficult to get. So
Yeah.
if you want to go there and you have to struggle so much, why not to struggle for something which will make you at least the best in the world? So that's why I encourage, and I encourage and encourage all of you to at least try USMLE before surrendering to UK or Ireland, because there is no comparison to the earning of a consultant in US than in UK Ireland. This is what I'm 100% sure. So this is something, of course, in halal way, whatever earning you can, you should try for it, because because the evidence I will tell that there are so many people from UK Ireland who have done their training. They are living in Saudi Arabia for decades, while I have hardly seen any US trained person in even in Saudi Arabia, because they are earning so much. Even in US, they don't want to come here, and there is no need for them to come here. So USMLE is something really attractive, that at least in your life, try for the best. If you are not able to get the best, at least you will get something less than that. So at least try for the best. This is what I send this message. But there are so many fears. Oh, USMLE. The people have like arrhythmias just listening the name USMLE. Unfortunately. So
Yeah.
okay,
Exactly.
ma'am. Thanks a lot.
That's why I started by saying that it's not a difficult exam. It's just a standard exam. And if you've never given a standard exam, it may appear hard to you. But if you have done the standardized preparation that is available all over the place, it is not hard at all. It is not. The first thing that you need to get rid of is this phobia, is this thinking, what if I fail? What if you fail? You will try again. That's not a hard thing to guess. So, how to study for step one only from first aid? No. How to study for step one? Do your basic sciences, do your Ganong, do your pharmacology, do everything. There's no way to study for step one only from first aid. Of course, do your basic sciences studies, then review it with the help of first aid, and then buy a U World question bank and attempt it. And I told you, you have to be right 80% of the times at least. How can we find free electives? Use your contacts. Use contacts. Ask everywhere. Ask right on every forum. Can anybody help me with free electives? And yeah, you will get one or two hits out of 50 who will give you addresses, who will give you leads. As I told you, you can go to the APNA website, Association of Pakistani Physicians of North America. There's a lot of guidance about it which is available, but it costs a lot and it's very hard to manage in home country. I can tell you of my students who went through 4 years of FCPS training as trainee medical officers, and they saved up and they came to United States, uh, one shot, and that's it. They matched and they're here. And these are from very humble backgrounds. So thinking that finances is a limitation is just stopping yourself from doing something really good for yourself. Ma'am, like you said, you can do electives from any recognized, there are no recognized places. You can do electives from electives as a medical student, yeah, they have to be from recognized medical schools. Those electives are acceptable in United States. I thought you said observerships. So observerships can be done in private clinics. They just need to be done with a licensed physician. We are trying to build up a support program for those who are not able to pay. Yeah, exactly. Dr. Hashmi had mentioned this, and I also believe that it's a very good idea, and that there should be a system of scholarship where my take on this was to have a very strict and merit-based screening program, because in Pakistan, unfortunately, and not only in Pakistan, I think anywhere where such scholarships are available, proper screening is very important, and that needs to be taken into consideration. We need to pile up similar minds who can volunteer. Yeah, I would like to join, so I'm one of your volunteers, inshallah. Any other questions? Okay, so if we do not have any more questions, I would just like to close the meeting here. Thank you all very much for joining. And I think it has been an excellent session where a lot of exchange of ideas has taken place. A lot of concepts have been shared. A lot of, I think, misinformation has been cleared about USMLE. And yeah, ma'am will share recording, inshallah. Thank you so much, Sharda. That, yeah, I'm very happy. I think you guys made it great. So, yeah, Dr. Shaukat and his wife got motivated by Dr. Hashmi. Dr. Hashmi is a motivator. And, how difficult would it be to manage in US during residency? Not at all. You're just a poor American during your residency, and poor Americans are, way better than many rich people in the rest of the world. Especially living in an apartment, driving a car, sending your kid to daycare, having good, hot meals, inshallah. It's not hard at all financially to manage, especially if both of you are working, then it is lucrative. Yeah, sharing is caring and caring is sharing. Excellent, excellent end note, I think. So, all my dua for all of you and all the best of luck. And we're always available for guidance, for helping. Inshallah, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.